Oh my gosh, you guys.
How is it?
You monkey faces. It's very
We
good.
have bigger monkey faces, right?
You big monkey faces.
Why is everybody Italian?
Because
My
you're
wife's
monkey
Italian.
faces.
Hey, you monkey face.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip, and for, about the next 30 or so minutes, we're going to have an adult beverage and talk about exciting stories. We are going to booze and news it up.
Oh, nice.
Booze and news it up. What?
That's got to be our new theme song. Booze and news it up.
What? Yeah.
We are joined this week, like last week,
And the week before
and the
that.
week before, and a couple episodes prior to that.
Like all of them.
Like all of
You'll
them.
never get rid of me.
With the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Supervolcano Krajewski. Tom, how are you?
Good, how you doing? I'm good. Hey,
I'm doing good.
Hey,
I'm
whoa.
doing good.
we're all here.
Tom put on his radio voice.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? Tom Krajewski. Super okay. How you doing out there in
Tom
Radioland?
Supervolcano Krajewski.
Hi, guys.
Hi. I
Alex.
just got back from Puerto Rico.
I know. Tell us all about your trip.
What? First off,
What?
Puerto Rico is hot.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Like, we
It's
did not
humid, right?
realize. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all the humidity.
Really?
Just
Every
lands on
piece
the
of
island.
humidity?
So we get there. So I went with my wife, and we get there at like 11:30, and we're like,
Okay.
this is weird. We're in
AM
Puerto
or
Rico.
PM? What's
Yeah.
happening?
AM.
Okay.
PM.
Okay, PM.
And so we're like, wow, this is cool. And, you're in the airport, and you're like, oh, look, it's all Puerto Rican, and there's all these Puerto Ricans, and I feel like I'm in Puerto Rico, but I also just feel like I'm in an airport. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we get our bags, we walk outside, and the moment we walk outside, we're like, oh, this was a bad idea.
That's how Hawaii is.
Really?
The second you walk outside of the airport in Hawaii, you're like, oh, heat, hi.
Yeah, no. It was 90 degrees
Hey.
Yeah.
and 90% humidity
Oh my gosh.
at 11:30 at night.
Oh, wow.
It's like Palm
So
Springs,
no
but with
sun,
humidity.
no
Right.
sun, and we were like, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. So then, because we Airbnb'd, which by
Okay.
the way was my first Airbnb experience,
Oh, that's
super
cool.
fun,
Really?
loved it.
Was
Yep.
that first?
Yeah, because it's like we don't
Wow.
really go places.
Heather owns like 16 houses around the world. They
Well-
don't need to Airbnb.
Heather has access to 16
Yes.
houses
More
around the
like
world.
two.
She doesn't really own any of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we get to the Airbnb in Old San Juan. So we find
Right.
and it's beautiful. It's like, as I said, it looks like being in a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, like cobblestone
Wow,
streets
really?
and pastel colored
Sweet.
townhouses and.
Yeah.
It's just palm trees and iguanas. There's tons of wild iguanas.
Lizards.
Like a shit ton of them.
I love iguanas.
You would go to Puerto Rico. They're all there. So anyway, so then we go upstairs. We open the door to the place, and it's like the apartment upstairs. And we open the door and go inside, and it's twice as hot.
There's no air conditioning.
No, then we walk upstairs, and we go into our room, and it's 3 times as hot.
What?
And we were just like, fuck this shit. Like, we gotta go. Like, let's just get right back on it and get
Yeah.
out. So then we literally, because they had the ACs, they have 2 in-home AC units,
Right.
one in the bedroom and one in the main living room.
But
and
neither
they were
of them
both
were
off.
tough. Oh.
Now, Puerto Rico has some issues going on right now.
Yeah.
One of them is their electricity is fucking expensive.
Right.
Like, the whole electrical system's all fucked up. It's like,
Oh,
jacked.
well, then you have to excuse that then.
Right. But so we get there and we just turn on all the ACs, turn them all down to 0, and
Right.
fucking lie down on the bed and be like, this could have been a bad idea.
Yeah.
So the next day
Right.
we wake up. So we were there because we're going to be, hopefully, knock on wood, shooting
wood.
a movie that my wife and I are producing
Yes.
Yeah.
in Puerto Rico in the fall.
I love
so
it.
we were there on a sort of piggybacking my friend's location scout for his movie. So the first thing we scout are these old forts. Now,
Nice.
that's awesome, except 10 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
we're wandering around open, empty fields in the middle of this fort, no cover from the sun,
Right.
Oh, jeez.
filled with iguanas.
Yay!
So there was this fun part of like, is that an iguana?
I love iguanas.
Because we walk outside and we were like talking about it. And we're inside like the little alcove where it's like cool because there's AC, and we're like talking about like, oh, we're gonna go see this area of the forts and this area,
Right.
And a lot of the places that were not like open to the public, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like little caverns and dungeons and shit like that
Cool.
are
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then we walk outside and I was like, hot, I'm
Hot, all the
dying.
hot, all
and
the
then we
hot.
start walking and I see this lizard go like in the grass, and I was like, oh my god, there's one iguana.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, oh yeah, those iguanas, they're really, really bad. They're
bad.
pet iguanas. Iguanas are not native to Puerto Rico.
Oh.
People bought iguanas and then they let them go, and then they went crazy on the island.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like feral cats.
What?
But they're iguanas, and I swear to God, as soon as I saw one, all of a sudden I was like, wait, there's another one. Wait, there's another one.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
there's a 7-foot one.
What?
7 foot.
Dude,
like
there
a-
are massive iguanas. There's like these giant old like
Oh, 'cause
Tyrannosaurus Rex iguanas.
I guess if you don't keep them in
They just go crazy.
in not cages. What do you keep iguanas in, like fish tanks?
Aquariums.
Kind of
Aquariums. Yeah.
Yeah. Or what are they called? Terrariums. Suck it, science.
Second side.
Anyway, so the first day we were like, oh my God, I don't know if I could come here and stay here for 2 months while we shoot a movie.
Right.
And then that night we go look at a bunch of different places, we're scouting and stuff like that, and we're having lunches, and every lunch is like here's the local Puerto Rican beer and all this local Puerto Rican food.
Like,
and it
we
was
can stay
so
here.
much fun. And then at night we went and had dinner, and then it was like 11 o'clock or maybe like 10:30, and we were walking home from dinner in Old San Juan, and there's this little alley that has like lights strung up underneath it. There was a live band playing.
Nice.
People were dancing in the little cobblestone streets. Yeah. This guy was hand rolling cigars, and we were like, well, let's go sit over there and have a drink. And literally every single night we went to this same place, sat down, had
awesome.
booze, and it was like, by about halfway through, I was like, yeah, we could totally come. Like, this was so much fun. And everybody there is so nice.
Nice.
And we met a couple of like the local actors, you know what I mean? And the one guy made a really good point when he was leaving. He was like, I'm really glad that you guys are coming here, because everybody's hearing all these bad things about Puerto Rico, and we're in such disrepair, and everything's being really bad and all this stuff. And he goes, the thing you need to know is that's just the government. Like, the government's fucked up. The government is out of money.
Oh.
We, as the citizens of Puerto Rico, are perfectly fine.
Oh,
we
interesting.
work, we make money. It's all fine. It's just that the government's super fucked up.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I guess I never really thought about it. To me, it sounded like the whole thing was going to collapse into the circle of the moon. You know what I mean?
Hey.
That's
Well,
not a
I mean,
thing.
if a government collapses, that will probably happen at some point.
Yeah. So, but it was very interesting to be there and see that everything was sort of working totally normal. You know what I mean? It was really fun, and everybody was so nice. It was crazy, and it's a fucking Caribbean island.
Yeah,
Like, the water
you say
gorgeous.
Caribbean.
Well, I say
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh, yeah.
and
You're
I
right.
say
I say
Caribbean island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they're sort of interchangeable.
Yeah.
Like, it's the
No, they are.
Caribbean. Like, if
Right.
somebody goes, "Where are you going?" Oh, I'm going to the Caribbean.
But you definitely say Pirates of the Caribbean.
And I would say
it's Caribbean.
it's a Caribbean island.
Yeah.
But it
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, Caribbean.
Oh boy.
But anyway, yeah. So it was it was really, really fun.
If I'm so crashing your place when you're there then for 2 months.
Yeah, so that's the other thing is you start to go, and there's because of the fact that there's like you can actually buy property there pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's gonna be coming back up.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can buy like a 2-3 bedroom townhouse there for like $250K.
Wow.
Like in Old San Juan.
I feel like we are going to have a serious conversation soon, though, because if you go to Puerto Rico for 2 months,
This
how
is true.
are we recording our
This is
podcast?
Skype?
You're just going to fly Tom and I out every weekend? Yes.
You could write that off.
Yeah.
I love that I don't fly back. I fly both of you to me.
Oh,
Cheaper somehow if
yeah.
you fly us there.
So that's the other thing is that you start to go, like, the getting there was a little bit of a pain.
Right.
So it was like a 5-hour flight, 5.5-hour flight to Fort Lauderdale, but on Virgin. So it was like a nice flight.
Right.
And then it's a crappy Southwest flight for 2.5 hours. So it's like, it's a good,
half a day.
net, it's the full day.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like 12 hours, 10 hours, soup to nuts.
Oh, man.
But then I guess there's Delta flies from LA to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta direct to Puerto Rico. So then it's like a 4-hour flight and then a 3.5-hour flight.
On a better plane.
Well, because it's not, Virgin's got good planes to Fort
Well,
Lauderdale, but then
right,
you're taking
on a-
shitty.
Yeah.
But also you have to exit, get your bag, go back through, check back in, go back through security because it's not
right.
the same
And then Delta,
air
you wouldn't
carrier.
have to, yeah.
No, with Delta you have to change planes in Atlanta.
Change planes in Atlanta. Did you hear about...
Yeah.
So the Olympics have started.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've told you I'm obsessed with the Olympics.
Yeah.
Have
So
you watched any of it?
I watched the opening ceremonies.
Oh, how was it?
Boring as hell. They were really boring.
Yeah.
But I still watched it all.
Yeah.
But there's a team, I'm now spacing on which country it is, but one of the countries, their soccer team got stranded in Atlanta. Because, Atlanta's the largest international airport.
Yeah.
So it was a layover for one of the countries going to
Interesting.
Brazil, going to Rio.
Yeah.
They got stranded. Their flight got canceled or something. Something happened. They got stuck overnight in Atlanta, then got on their flight, flew the 6+ hours to Rio, landed 6 hours before their first match.
Oh my God.
And then won.
Yeah. That's balls right there.
Yeah, right?
That's balls.
It's like when there's no pressure. You're like, we're going to lose because we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We're going to lose.
Yeah,
You go in,
exactly.
You're like totally relaxed.
Exactly.
And you kick ass.
That's amazing.
I know.
I feel like the Olympics, there's not a good way to consume the Olympics. Like, they haven't
you've
really
talked about
figured
this.
out. I know, but it's like, now that it's happening again, I'm like, yeah.
What do you mean? You just
You can watch it
it's
everywhere.
prime time every night.
But it's also
But
like
it's only
on,
highlights and also...
Well, yeah, you just watch the good
but
stuff.
you also... Yeah, but you also know who won. The fuck,
You just don't pay
Twitter.
attention to the Twitter.
For...
2 weeks. Sign off social media for 2 weeks.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I also don't care about the Olympics enough. Because, like, already
why-
the first...
Well, then why are you complaining about it?
Because I want to be able to care. I want to be able to care.
It's making no sense.
It's just...
You-
It's just hard.
It's just...
Like, I want it to be on our timeline so then I can, like, turn it on
Wow.
midday and be like, oh, I'm
but
watching it.
what's our timeline?
I don't
the
know.
Pacific Coast?
Pacific, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant
I think
my
it's on,
timeline,
I think it's
not
on the
ours.
East Coast timeline.
Is it?
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
it's
like
Rio
south of us,
is-
really. So
Yeah.
you do know the
I don't know how it
geography
works.
of where
It's
they are.
I don't.
close
Brazil
to
is
East
near
Coast
China,
time.
right?
Oh my gosh.
It's Chinese Brazil.
I gotta tell you, when they do the Parade of Nations and every country comes out with their athletes and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There were a great deal of countries that I was like, I've never heard of this country before.
Oh, really?
And it makes me realize how terrible I would be at the map game.
The geography biz?
The map
B?
game in Carmen, San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yep.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know where any of these countries are.
Yeah, well, the
there's-
problem is that there's a lot of countries that, like, every other day it's a different name of a country. You know what I mean? Like,
There's a
They
country.
said that. There were a few of them that changed names
Yeah.
since the last few
yeah.
There's a country that's like an island nation.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they showed it on the map, it's literally so far in the middle of an ocean. I couldn't tell where it was.
You're
it
like,
was like,
I don't know what's the... Like, give me some concept.
I think I could tell that the lower left-hand quarter was like the top of New Zealand. So I think it was in the Pacific, the South Pacific somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was literally so far away from any other mass of land. That I was
That's
like,
amazing.
how do people live out there?
Yeah, that I don't... Well, first off, so that's another thing with Puerto Rico is there's a little bit of that island fever.
Right.
Where, yeah, you can kind of go places, but then you're sort of like, I'm on an island.
Yep.
Like, I can only drive
So far.
an hour and a half to get to the other side, and then I'm on the other side.
Yep.
And then I can just drive back. You know what I mean? Like,
This is all I can do.
yeah, I mean, like, I
Forever.
know at a certain point we're all on an island. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Whoa.
it's just a
All
big
on an
one.
island.
At a certain point, we're all on an island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Physically and spiritually.
You're totally right.
Emotionally.
Yeah. It's like get in the car and drive to the East Coast and see the other ocean, and
Oh my
You're
gosh.
on an island.
you're on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucked your brains up.
You totally did. You totally did.
Ah.
All right, should we do some fan emails?
Yes, we should.
Fan
do it.
bells.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's go. What do we got?
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah?
That's
Good.
Good?
Read it then,
Right.
my friend. Who is it from?
Well, I'll get to that.
Oh, okay. I like the.
So this says,
I like the reveal.
thanks, Allison.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I don't know why it sounded sarcastic when I said
yeah.
it. I think it's actually a thank
Thanks,
you. Here we go.
Allison.
Thanks.
Hey, Alex, Allison, and Tom, the greatest one-sentence storyteller.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
Love the show. It gets me through the crazy work week. Just wanted to tell Allison thank you for the Identity Theft 101 on the podcast
Oh,
last
good.
week.
Oh.
I was able to put it to good use.
Oh.
Yeah. While working, my parents asked me to come over because they needed some help.
Okay.
I was listening to the podcast as I was driving over. As Allison was telling the identity theft story, I was thinking how much that sucked. I'm sorry it happened.
Yeah.
And I should invest in some identity protection.
Yeah.
The bright side, you actually helped my mom.
Oh.
When I got to my parents' house, my mom started telling me she had some weird stuff happening to her.
Okay.
Her phone bill got some extra lines added. A Victoria's Secrets, Kohl's, and Home Depot card were open.
My gosh.
Sound
what?
familiar?
Oh my
yeah, I
gosh.
thought so too. She asked me what was happening, and I told her someone probably stole her identity.
Yeah.
Thanks to your podcast and Allison's 101, we were able to sign her up for ID protection monitoring, contact the credit bureaus, and get her credit report thanks to Allison.
Yes.
After we set it all up, I asked her where the charges are coming from. Mm-hmm. Anyone want to guess where?
Ohio.
Yep, Ohio.
Oh my God.
So my question is, what the fuck is going on in Ohio?
Wow.
Is it like the hotbed for identity theft?
Cleveland.
Yeah, fucking. Is Ohio more hardcore than we ever gave it credit for?
Gosh.
Is Allison's thief the same as my mom's?
That's what I'm wondering.
What's
6
the fascination
degrees.
with Coles? All in all, it was a crappy
That is a good
experience,
question.
but less crappy because we were informed and knew what to do thanks to Allison.
Yay.
Allison's good deed.
So now
for
can
the
you tell
week.
me who it's from?
Lastly, I was at the live podcast. It was amazing at Comic-Con. Managed to snag a bacon pin.
Yay.
Thanks again. Ready for this? Moses Vargas III.
Moses Vargas III.
Ready for this?
Oh.
It's not spelled. It's spelled like Moises.
Okay.
Pronounced Moses. Yes, like the guy from the Bible. Don't ask me why it's pronounced Moses but spelled Moises. I don't know why. Yes, I am the third. Yes, I will name my son Moises. No, I don't regret having this name. That is the best sign-off
I love
ever.
it. I love it.
He answered all the questions.
He answered all the questions.
How crazy
is that?
Jinx, you owe me a
Oh,
Coke.
damn it. How about some wine?
Yeah, wine's good too.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Yeah.
And from Ohio and Victoria's, because it was Victoria's Secret and Kohl's, right?
And
the line.
and Macy's and the phone lines.
And Macy's, they did Home Depot.
Oh, Home Depot, that's what they did. And they tried to open a T-Mobile account on mine as well.
That
Yeah.
is so fucked up.
I know, which I think it's now all been taken care of. I think it's all off my credit reports.
cleansed.
I've got my 7-year fraud alert on all my accounts, so
Yeah.
I think it's been dealt with.
Yeah. It's crazy. So a buddy of mine, way back in the day, he had the identity theft thing happen to him, but it wasn't credit or any of that stuff. They filed their federal and state
Your
income
taxes.
taxes under his social security
Yeah,
number.
that was what
and that really fucks you
Yes.
up. Yeah.
People
Yeah.
do that and get away with that?
Yeah, because they just file their taxes.
If they have your social security number, yeah.
And then they don't know which one of you is honestly filing your taxes. So then he's
Right.
got to go justify that it's
Yeah.
actually him.
Don't you have
Right.
to sign your tax returns and
Yeah, but
Yeah,
with
but-
your actual
yeah,
signature?
But it doesn't
to prove.
Yeah,
like,
but
hey,
yeah,
what?
They
Yeah.
do that too.
Yeah.
It's just
But
they're lying.
That was my
I
dad's.
can't copy your signature from previous tax returns.
When-
yeah, but first off, you think the IRS is going to be like, oh, this will be easy. Let's unfile Alex Albrecht's tax returns
Yeah.
from 2014 and compare the signatures.
Yeah.
Sounds very easy.
Yes, for non-bureaucratic entities.
When I called my dad to tell him I was dealing with the identity theft, that was the first thing he was concerned about. He's like, we have to make sure that they don't file under your social security. But now that I've reported it and there's like a police report and everything,
Yeah.
should that issue come up this coming tax season, I should be able to be like, look,
See?
obviously it's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a thief has the moral
Obligation to
to
file
file their
taxes. Well, but it's for
they
him,
don't
it was
get in
actually
trouble.
well, no, it was a person who was in the country illegally and had a job under his social security number to get a
Right.
job, and so they had to file taxes, otherwise it
wanna
would have
keep-
dinged.
Yeah.
Even though it also dinged because my buddy was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff is like
I know.
super scary. At one point, I had that's what it was. It was I got called by a what was it? Not like a bill collector, like a
Oh, yeah.
debt collector.
Yeah.
But it was one of the like shady debt collectors that somebody obviously
they
had
bought it
sold.
off of
Yeah,
someone,
exactly.
yeah.
And the guy was a real dick, obviously, because his
Right.
job is to torture poor people.
dick, yeah.
But literally, so I get this call, and he was like, I was like, hello. Nice, because what the fuck else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was going to be in a confrontation with this dude. And he was like, yes, is Alex Albrecht there? And I go, yeah, this is he. And he goes, I'm calling because you owe us money. And I was like,
Okay.
that's not true. And he was like, it's blah, 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 blah. We bought this, debt from somebody else. And so, of course, as a nice person,
Yeah.
I start going through well, fuck, did I buy something like 10 years ago at a Macy's? And
Right.
now I'm like, oh, I hadn't paid it off or something. Like, did I forget?
Yeah, you're like trying to figure it
was
out.
it me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll pay you if it is
Right.
me.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you live at blah, 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 blah? And it was my address. And I go, yeah. And then he said, well, did you do X, Y, and Z? And I was like, no. And then he was
man.
like, well, what's your social security number? And I go, I'm sure as fuck not telling you.
Yeah, smart.
And I'm sure as fuck not telling you.
Cheery.
And then he was like, well, I think this is you, blah, 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 blah. And I go, well, I tell you what, why don't you tell me what the other Social Security number is, and I'll let you know if it's me or not.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I can't do that. And I go, well,
why can't you do it?
yeah. And I was like, well, then fuck off and stop calling me.
Yeah.
And so finally he was like, well, okay, the last 4 digits are blah, 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 blah. And I go, yeah, that's not my Social Security number,
Right.
dick face.
Did you say dick face?
No,
like, I know where you
I
live.
said it
I
with
just
my
told you.
intention.
That would have been amazing.
My intention was dick
Was
face.
dick face, yeah.
Anyway, but so it was weird. I was like, one of those things where I was like, fuck this guy for just
Yeah.
like. But then I was like, I get it. He thinks I'm being an asshole and dodging his call.
Right.
And really, it's just totally not me.
That sucks.
I know. I was like, wow.
So someone stole your identity at some point.
Well, no, because it was the wrong Social Security number. I think there was another person with my name.
But why would they have the right address?
Well, I think they didn't have an address, and they just went searching for other Alex Albrecht. I was probably the 10th Alex Albrecht in the United States that got this call.
Right,
Did they say how much you owed? Like $2?
No, I didn't ask because I didn't give a shit.
I know what happened to my friend once where she got a call from a debt collector, and it was because at some point, like years earlier, she had moved, canceled her, let's say, Comcast service,
Yeah.
and then never got the final bill.
Oh, so she owed like $27 or whatever
yeah, but
on
then
the
like
final
after
bill.
the years and all the
Yep.
fines and all that kind of stuff, it was actually significant. But she's
Yeah.
like, they never sent me that fucking bill. Why
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
I closed the account. Why would I have checked it? So she got out of it. But
Yeah, see, that's the thing is I've realized is shit's too complicated,
Life is so
man.
difficult.
Yeah, it's too
I don't
complicated.
want to do this anymore.
Well, let's not go too far, Tom. Let's keep everybody around for a while.
should we do one more email or get into stories?
21 minutes in, so whatever you gotta do.
Man, we got to do this. I just feel like I got to do this.
Oh, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be
this an
this is gonna
email?
be interesting. It's an email, and it will make sense soon.
Okay.
So-
Can I know who it is?
Not yet.
Oh man.
Okay, so ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, one of you two tell me an occupation.
Doctor.
Oh, I was just thinking gynecologist, which is a doctor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, movie title.
Matrix. The Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix. I was
Matrix.
gonna say Matrix too.
Movie star.
Go ahead, Allison. One of the apes from Planet of the Apes.
That's what?
Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas.
That's not a movie star. That's the character name.
Okay, quick.
Movie star.
Andy McDowell. Andy McDowell.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
She's hot.
Because no, not
Andy McDowell?
no. Who's the guy?
Andy Serkis.
No, the guy.
That's who you
Andy
mean.
Serkis.
Andy Serkis. I read your brain, Alex. I read your brain.
Okay, Andy Serkis. Okay, a reality TV show.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. That's great.
Are we playing Mad Libs?
No, hold on.
Oh gosh.
Okay, a verb.
Running.
Running.
Oh, that was a boring verb. I'm sorry.
That's good.
It's all right. It's all right. We're making this happen.
Visual.
Yeah, it is
I like
visual. Another occupation.
I took the first one, Tom. You take this one.
Go.
Astronaut.
Ooh, I
Astronaut.
like that one.
Because, it's us.
Because it's
We're,
us.
we're going to be
That's a good way to
astronauts
do it.
someday.
Animal.
Ferret.
Ferret.
Or badger's good, too.
Ferret. It's all good.
Ferret's happening.
Another verb.
Chance to redeem yourself.
Sexting.
Sexting.
Yes.
Good. Sexting's good.
Okay.
Okay. What is happening?
Wait for it. It's the most amazing
don't
thing.
even-
Food. A type of food.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
I say popcorn because Allison's
It's like it's in my mouth right now.
Okay. Amazing. A country.
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
that got the K's, the comedy.
Told you I watched the opening ceremonies last night.
I totally fucking spelled that so weirdly because it's all phonetic. Insect. A type of insect.
Oh man.
B.
Bee.
B.
An emotion.
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
That's good. Very good.
An attribute.
Attribute.
Like moxie.
Like frosty, or I think maybe adjective,
Oh.
but that could be applied to a thing or a person.
Enlightening. I don't know. No.
Enlightened would be good.
Inspiring?
Enlightened. Okay.
Inspired?
Inspired?
No, I can go with
Better.
enlightened. Yeah.
Enlightened. I don't know.
Whoever wrote this email is just so like, I think this is my email. Another verb.
Recording.
Recording.
That's what we're doing.
That's awesome.
I'm just looking around at like what we're doing. And
It's
saying.
perfect. An adjective.
Blue.
Amazing. And a given name.
Thurston.
Thurston Howell. Thurston Howell.
Is that a given name?
Yep. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Okay. Here's the email.
I have no idea if I'm ready.
Hello, Allison, Alex, and the world's best doctor, Tom.
Oh, there you
Hello.
go.
Allison.
Yeah.
You were great in The Matrix.
Oh, thanks.
It's one of my favorite movies, and I watch it every Christmas.
Oh.
How was it working with Andy Serkis?
Oh.
And Alex, I thought you totally should have been on more episodes of The Jersey Shore.
Yes, I agree.
I've been running to your podcast almost every day since day one. Usually do so for several hours at a time. You are one of my favorite science stories.
Yay.
Was the one about the Russian astronauts
Yes.
who wanted to teach ferrets how to sext with humans.
Yes.
And now Elon Musk is trying to do the same thing in space. How crazy is that? I feel like I should correct something that was said on last week's podcast.
Oh, shit. Yeah, probably.
We need it.
Guacamole
Okay.
in Uzbekistan is not usually made out of bees. They
Oh.
just look like that.
Oh, my gosh. You would have known.
Anyway, I just wanted to say your podcast fills me with so much melancholy every week. Keep it up. And in the worlds of Super Volcano, stay enlightened and keep on recording.
Yeah, that
Your blue listener, Thurston Howell.
Oh,
Thurston Howell.
that was worth it.
That was great,
That
right?
was definitely worth it.
It was a Mad Libs
I kind of
email.
That's great.
This is from Maru.
Thanks, Maru.
Isn't that
was,
great?
That was entertaining.
I know. I was
Stay
like,
enlightened and keep recording.
Stay
I was gonna
enlightened
say.
and
I
keep
feel
recording.
like that's Tom's tagline now.
stay enlightened and keep
keep recording.
It
Yeah.
seems like what is that? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Be excellent to
Be
each
excellent to each other.
Party on, dudes.
Oh my god, I love it. All right, so
That's amazing. All right, story time.
science story
Yeah.
that literally blew my mind,
Literally, because you're still here, so I find that hard to believe.
figuratively blew my mind,
There we go.
Good.
and literally made me poop my pants.
Oh, wow.
That actually happened. No,
Poor
I'm just kidding. Yeah, poor washing machine, and my
You
chair.
don't care about Heather.
Yeah,
The
she's
washing
like,
machine.
she wasn't involved. I shit myself and put it in the washer. This is horrible. This is horrible. Okay, ready for this?
Yep.
Here we go. Scientists
Okay.
invent
Oh boy.
oxygen particle
Yeah.
that, if injected,
Oh God.
allows you to live without breathing.
No.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No!
They
What is that?
invented this shot.
No.
Because if you think about it, what do you do when you breathe?
You oxygenate
Yep. Use your science.
oxygenate your blood.
I just love that you slowed down and then said oxygenate. You're like, wait, let me take a second. Oxygenate.
Oxygenate?
Oxygenate, yeah.
Really? That's the word? It doesn't sound right.
Oxygenate. Oxygenate? Oh, God, now it sounds really
Right?
wrong.
I'm done.
My fucking science.
You
Oxygenate.
guys, the wine just kicked in.
So anyway,
Okay, yep.
so that's what breathing does, right?
Right.
So these scientists invented this particle that essentially is concentrated oxygen
Okay.
that then fills your blood with oxygen over the course of a period of time.
Don't you have to get oxygen to your brain, or
Yeah,
is that just for
through the
blood as
bloodstream.
well? Oh.
So
Okay.
It fills your blood with oxygen.
with more oxygen, basically at the same rate that you would be receiving it. But here's the fucking thing.
What?
It can keep you not breathing for a half an hour.
Oh fuck.
So you can go underwater and
So
just,
you can go.
Yeah.
They're already saying that they're going to apply all the Navy SEALs are going to have these things.
So,
that
like, if their
they
tanks
start
go
to
out or
drown,
something?
if the
Yeah.
tanks go out, boom.
Yeah.
Also for boats, so you'll have like life vests. But if the
That'll
boat
be there?
sinks, you'll be able to go. Bam. I mean, just think about that.
Wow.
Your
Oh,
boat sinks.
shit.
You're trapped under the water.
What?
You have now a half an hour to
figure
navigate
out-
yourself out
Yeah.
of there before you need to breathe
Oh my
again.
gosh, this sounds like the worst escape game ever.
Oh my god, dude! Recreational use. I'm so excited. But just think about it. Like even like cave diving scuba divers that
Yeah.
like they run out of oxygen and they die.
Right.
Half an hour.
EpiPen of
And by the
oxygen.
way, this is the first round is a half an hour.
Yeah.
You could, I mean, theoretically, you could have more pens.
Right.
So it's condensed oxygen in a way that just
Yeah.
slowly releases itself like a Tylenol.
Yeah. So yeah, basically. So
Wow.
and they said that it's one of the greatest medical breakthroughs in recent years because also
Yeah.
that's the reason why a lot of times people get brain damage when they're in having surgery. So if you stop breathing and something gets fucked up and you're not getting oxygen to the brain, they can, and that gives them a half an hour
to get them breathing
out
again.
What it is and get you breathing again.
Oh, see, that makes way more sense to me. I mean, I understand using it the other ways, but that to me is actually way more beneficial.
What about that
And that's
liquid
the whole
oxygen
thing.
from like the Abyss? Remember when they put
I don't know if that was a real thing.
Yeah, it's real.
Is it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's real.
What did you say?
didn't
It was in
know
a
that.
movie, the James Cameron movie.
Wait, what was it? What was in it?
The liquid oxygen from the Abyss.
Yeah, so
Where
the
they-
whole
Liquid
thing.
oxygen is a thing, but I don't
Liquid
know.
oxygen is a thing, but I think it's like a rocket fuel,
Did it
right?
to like a rat in the movie? It was totally real. Totally
What
real.
did, what did they do to him?
So the
I
whole
work in
thing is
Hollywood, I
with
know.
the Abyss, with the Abyss. The thing that worked was that like if you breathed in liquid oxygen,
Yeah.
your lungs would fill with water, but the fluid would have condensed oxygen in it. So your lobes would still be able to pull the oxygen out of the liquid,
Oh,
and then
interesting.
you would be able to basically breathe without having to worry about the bends.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that goes to say, well, how does the bends apply to this? Because the whole concept of the bends is that it's about the nitrogen in your
Building
bloodstream
up and not
and not being released
right because you
slowly.
breathe it out.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to breathe in, but you could exhale because there's. I don't
Well,
know.
You
no.
would not
Does it-
have to breathe at all. You
But
could
if-
literally hold your breath
Oh, well,
and
no,
do the
that's
thing.
it. Because if you're not breathing in, you're not collecting nitrogen.
But isn't your blood when it moves? Doesn't it?
No. So when you breathe in, you don't breathe in pure oxygen.
Oh,
You're
that's right.
breathing. You're breathing in carbon.
the mix of the
There's
whole
carbon
thing.
dioxide and whatever, and so it's your body pulls out the oxygen,
Right, that's what the
and then
lungs
releases
do.
the
Carbon dioxide and
no
whatever
and
else
nitrogen. Well, no, carbon dioxide is CO2. So if you're taking the O's away, you're
Yeah.
just left with carbon.
But I know that
that's
we breathe
negligible.
out carbon dioxide.
No, we breathe out. What were you saying?
Gummy bears. I don't know.
No,
nitrogen.
nitrogen.
Well, no, I think nitrogen
Nitrous?
builds up. Though I know we breathe out carbon dioxide. 'cause
We
that
breathe
all
out
animals
carbon
do that.
dioxide.
I know when
Oh.
when you exercise, your muscles create more of like that. So like if I take that shot
Mm-hmm.
and I'm swimming underwater, I'm creating something that has to be let out. You know,
Isn't
you're
that just
making
lactic
something.
acid or whatever?
But no,
Yeah.
like it's,
We're so sciencey.
What we have to breathe out is the stuff we breathe in that our body doesn't use. So if we're not breathing it in,
okay.
we don't need to expel it.
Okay, I just thought
If we're getting injected with pure oxygen, then we're fine.
interestingly,
Yeah.
if you actually inject yourself with like a bubble of air, you die.
You die.
Yeah. Which goes to show you that they didn't start this whole concept with like, well, let's just shoot oxygen into somebody's
Yeah.
vein.
Until we-
But dude, the concept,
Yeah,
like
that's
so
crazy.
fucking science fiction. And by the way, it's what 2016.
Right.
We're here at the place where we have figured out how to get it so that a human doesn't have to breathe for a fucking half an hour and is completely fine.
Yeah, that's insane.
Great for stalkers who need to hide in someone's closet and not breathe.
Yeah, or underwater and wait for somebody to get into a bathtub.
Thanks, Tom.
Allison.
Thanks, Tom.
I'm looking at you,
Hiding in a
Allison.
closet,
Oh, my
not
gosh.
breathing.
Yeah, I'll be over in an hour.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god! But that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
That is like the
that's really
most
cool.
Wait,
science.
Who invented it? Like where? Just American, Russian, like that guy who
know.
also injected himself.
Oh,
that
Boston
permafrost?
Children's Hospital.
Boston Children's.
But kids,
I've been there when I was
A
6.
team of
fucking
scientists.
sick kids invented this.
A team of scientists. a team of sick children
Wicked
at the
Smack.
Boston Children's Hospital.
Wicked Smack kids.
They have
from
They're
invented
like, we're
what is-
fucking on our way out. Let's do something
they-
incredible.
They have
before we
designed
leave.
a microparticle that can be injected into a person's bloodstream that can quickly oxygenate
Oxygenate.
their blood. This will eventually work to the ability. This will even work if the ability to breathe have been restricted or even cut off entirely.
Wow.
The finding of this potential will save millions every year. The microparticles can keep an object alive for up to 30 minutes after respiratory failure. Wow. This is accomplished through an injection into the patient's vein.
This is
Once
probably good
injected,
for asthma patients,
yeah, right?
too.
Once injected, the microparticles can oxygenate the blood to near normal levels.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's
amazing.
it's crazy.
Yeah, because
You guys, this is what starts the zombie apocalypse because everyone's going to start using this shit, and then we're going to find that it like mutates
Yep.
one small gene inside your body, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden we become rabid brain eaters.
Yeah, or people
We're
get
like,
addicted
oh,
to it
shit.
because it's such a high concentration
Like
of
bath
oxygen.
salts.
Yeah. Like bath salts, just
Yeah.
like bath salts.
It
well,
makes
didn't
people
Woody Harrelson
crazy.
have an oxygen bar here in L.A.? Remember?
Well, that was
Woody
sort
Har-
of the big
it was the
craze
O2
back in the
bar,
day.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like oxygen
Sniffing
bars.
oxygen.
But then it's sort of like, but that's also, but also think about like places like in like Shanghai and China where there's huge dirty air, where rather than just breathing oxygen,
shoot it into your system.
Shoot it into your system.
So then you put like a clothespin on your nose so you don't accidentally inhale the junk?
Or sew your mouth shut.
Can you do both? Can you do both?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you like start breathing, you like oxygenate and blow up. You know what I mean? Like
Big Trouble in Little China.
I have a feeling you probably feel a bit high because that's why at the casinos in Vegas they pump in.
That's a rumor, though. Or is that true? That's always been like.
I think they pump in a higher oxygen level than what we breathe normally outside because it keeps you awake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you ever hear about that?
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah, that's always been like a thing. Because you're never really tired when you go to a casino. Like, you can stay up all night and not realize.
Well, that's also because they have the bright lights.
I thought that was
no
I thought that was the
clocks,
cocaine.
Yeah. Also, so much
that
cocaine.
helps a lot, too.
People just walk by and, like, voodoo dust you with cocaine. They're like, enjoy your slots, man. And you're like, God, I am awake.
I like that a Jamaican man is the one who blew it at you.
That's voodoo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know? He's like, hey, I'm going to go dust those old ladies. Enjoy your slots, man.
Enjoy your slots, man.
Oh, God.
Vegas now. Get some of that Jamaican cocaine.
Yeah, you're making me crazy. Oh, my God. We had so much fun with all the food in Puerto Rico. Oh,
you had fun with the food?
Mofongo?
What is there? What is it?
Mofongo.
What is that?
Mofongo is mashed plantains made into basically a bread bowl, and then they put cool stuff in it.
Cool stuff.
Oh,
like,
that sounds awesome.
Meat, veggies,
I want to eat that.
beans.
I want to eat that
Slush puppies.
immediately.
It's really good, dude. And then they had these like croquettes, so they have a lot of like deep fried meat pie type stuff.
I remember that from
sort of
when I was in Puerto
empanada
Rico.
type stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
You were in Puerto. When were you in Puerto Rico?
2008 or 9.
Oh wow,
something like that.
That's recently. Was it a cruise?
No, G4 sent me out there. I covered Behind Enemy Lines 3, Colombia.
Ooh,
They didn't shoot it in Colombia. They shot it in Puerto Rico.
that makes more sense.
Hollywood magic.
Hollywood
awesome.
magic.
All right, we got time. We should do one more story. Yeah.
Yeah, you got like 4 minutes.
Oh,
5
cool.
minutes.
Tom, stop
Specifically
restricting us.
Okay,
I'm
in that
doing my
case,
job.
I'm going to do this one because I just love. I just love these. I love these things. You ready
All right.
for this?
Yeah.
Meet Balmuda.
Balmuda. Okay.
The $230 toaster
What?
from Japan.
No, $230. What?
Sold.
Yeah, $230.
Does it bake the bread for you and then toast it?
No, what it does
What?
is make the most amazing toast you have ever tasted in your life.
I mean, come on.
But
I love toast.
they also said it's fantastic with croissant.
Croissant.
Because you can buy those like shitty croissant pallets at Costco.
Those are not that.
They're not that good unless you get them
Good?
toasted in a
How
balmuda.
does it make it better?
You ready for this?
Yes.
Go.
Adds butter.
I don't know, but somehow fire makes it better. So what happened is, this is it was a company that makes flat screen TVs and electronics in Japan.
Okay.
And they were doing a corporate picnic because that's a thing.
Yep.
So they all went outside.
Okay.
And somebody was grilling toast.
What?
Grilling toast.
I mean, that
It's
sounds like the
Japanese.
problem
They were
to
like,
begin
we're
with.
just grilling toast. You know what I mean? But here's the deal.
Okay.
It was raining outside.
Okay.
And so they're in the parking lot. It's raining. They grill this toast, and they make the most amazing, delicious toast that they have ever made. And like everybody was just at this party going, "This is fucking toast, right, guys? Right?
Okay.
Right, guys?
Okay.
Right? This is the best toast ever, right?"
should create-
And everybody was
what?
like, "Yeah. We should figure out why is this the best toast ever?" It tasted to them like freshly made bread right out of the oven.
Okay.
That was then slightly toasted, and it was just like bag bread from fucking Vons.
I feel
Japan Vons,
I
whatever
feel
that
like
is.
the more important question is why the fuck they had a company picnic and made toast.
And in the rain.
Well,
Did the
maybe
rain
they
make
were making BLTs.
Did the rain make it taste good? Is that what you're getting at?
So then they were like, let's go back out to the parking lot and make some toast. Not
man.
raining. Couldn't make it taste good. So then what they realized
Acid
is that
rain.
it was the moisture in the air
okay.
that allowed the bread to stay moist and fluffy while it was being
Toasted.
cooked.
Okay.
So they created this. It's all about steam. So they created this toaster.
It's all about
the
steam.
Balmuda.
The Balmuda.
The Balmuda.
So
which allows
it moisturizes your
steams-
toast?
It steams the toast as it cooks it in a low heat, and then right at the very end, it turns to high heat to get the crust, and then it stops.
Oh wow.
And they said
great
it is
French
the best toast in the world.
Okay, I kind of want it now.
Right?
Yeah.
And think about it for croissant.
Yeah.
For croissant.
A croissant.
That's right.
Then you could
Inside
take
nice
those
and
things.
fluffy,
Inside nice and
soft,
fluffy
moist.
and stuffed and moist. And the outside is crispy.
Croissant.
I want so many croissants right now.
The croissant.
Oh, s'il vous plaît.
Can
c'est bon.
hey fans, hey listeners.
Somebody buy us a $230.
Yeah, just to check it out. I
With a
feel like if
pallet of
all of our listeners contributed to this, everyone would only have to donate like $5.
We should do a Kickstarter. We should do a Kickstarter of buy
The half hour
happy hour about Muda.
Balmuda.
That would be amazing.
I would love that.
I bet you we'd get one. I bet you
I do
we'd
too.
get one.
I would just also feel really shitty about
Really
myself.
shitty.
But
but then
hey.
you'd have a croissant and be
Yeah.
like, I don't feel so bad anymore.
Yeah.
what would our tiers be? Like if we hit the 230 to buy a Balmuda,
We would
If we
throw
go
a toast
past it.
party in Los Angeles.
throw a toast party.
Come on, guys. It makes so much sense. We would literally just set up in a parking lot and we'd find
A
a parking
toast
lot.
party.
And we would set up the toaster and then we would just make toast for people. Just come on in, check out the $230 toast.
We could do a live taping
Yeah.
while we make toast for people.
Yeah. I don't think this is a bad idea.
I actually kind of really like this.
I mean, it's pretty stupid, but then again, that makes sense.
It's really 230. Where can we buy it? Can you like buy it on Amazon?
Japan, I don't know.
I just want to make sure it's actually $230 and it's not like $230 plus $500 of import taxes or whatever.
You know what? I'm going to look it up.
Yeah.
Balmuda.
I don't know. I'm now like seriously considering this
You could put anything in there. You could put like a popcorn.
Oh my
ball
God,
in
you
there.
can buy it on Amazon.
for 230.
Wait, here it is. Oh, new. It's now 300.
Oh, dear.
So it's 370. It looks
Okay.
like
The word is out. It's getting popular.
because it's a limited production model
Okay.
by Balmuda. Steam oven toaster. Balmuda toaster.
All right. So our Kickstarter has to be 370,
Love it.
Looks like it.
and if we raise more than that, we'll do a toast party.
Two toasters.
Toast party. How many slices does it cook at once? Or what's cubic feet?
It's like a toaster oven. It's small. It's like
Okay.
a little. So I think it's like one piece per
Oh man,
One piece per.
we're
Yeah.
per go.
Maybe a
per
long
go.
party.
Now it costs $700,000 per toast just for the steam packets.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
Steam packets.
Oh my God! It has a cheese toast mode, a French bread mode,
Yes.
a croissant mode.
Oh my God,
and
you
a
guys.
classic mode. I don't know what classic is for.
Barramuda classic.
All right.
This has to happen. Anyway.
We might have to start a Kickstarter.
Anyway, yeah, Amazon.
getting
All right.
Love
Awesome.
it. All right.
On that note,
Yeah, that's a good note.
thank you everyone for listening to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. You can follow us on Twitter at Half Hour Happy HR. You can email us. Email us awesome stories. Email us what we got wrong. Tell us you're going to buy us a Balmuda.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Email us a Balmuda code
Yes.
for a free Balmuda.
Exactly. You can email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. I think I covered it all.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Next week, we are going to be joined by the most famous horse tranquilizing doctor, Dr. Tom Supervolcano Krajewski,
Hey.
who looks a lot like Tom Supervolcano Krajewski sitting here right now.
He does.
Stay enlightened.
Thanks for being
Keep recording.
Yes!
All right.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.